All right. Any jokes before we start? Benjamin, Lorena, you want to say something?
Well, hello to everybody. Hello, Benjamin. Hello, Zeke. And we are here to answer all the questions and all the doubts of people. Even if they want to make any question in Spanish, we can help you with that.
Yes, exactly. We've got English and Spanish support. So if you work with clients that prefer speak Spanish, that's we've got an entire team of bilingual agents which they can help. Thank you for this. Is a great reminder. All right, so let's go ahead and dive in. It should be about 30 minutes. If you, like I said, if you cannot stay for the entire 30 minutes, we will send you the recording, and of course we are available after to if you want to reach out and get some clarifications. So what we're going to go over today is just a quick market review. As you know, we are like the second half of October 2022. And then we're going to go over the home loan program to show you how you can expand your toolbox and help more clients, especially under the market circumstance. So this is I took this graph from Bankrate. You can see that the 30 years fixed interest rate is 7% and 20%. It's you see the shift and the change what happened over the past 4 months. There was quite an increase, and if you look overall at the year, so today we are at about a little bit over 7%, 7.05 I've seen. But the reason I want to share with you is this is obviously people here on this call. Primarily, this presentation is for real estate agents, real estate professionals, and BuyHouseEZ. We are a licensed lender, so we breathe it every day, and you see the market depending on where you are operating, where you are located, you can feel that the market is obviously changing. And what it means that houses are sitting more in the market. So inventory is going up. Houses that used to sit, a few days, you used to get multiple offers. There's been bidding wars. So now the situation is a little bit different. And it's okay, normal situation in many markets, you should have an inventory that lasts, between 60 to 90 days. It's okay, you list a house and there is people come to see, they make an offer, it takes time. What we've seen in the past several years was crazy, that house has been kind of, with multiple offers, houses used to be a few days in the market and then offer been accepted. So it's okay that it should stay longer. Inventory is slowly going back to normal levels, but it's still people that join the real estate market in the past few years, for them it seems unusual because they got used to getting multiple offers and they got used to you put something for listing, so immediately it's sold. What it means to you as an agent is that you need to start looking at the other side of the equation, so to speak. And it's very nice to be a listing agent where you can list properties, but now if listing is going to be a little bit of a problem, it's better to look at becoming a buyer agent or helping clients find homes. So there is more opportunities in that aspect. Buyers struggle to qualify for conventional loans. So that goes back to the slide I've showed you earlier about the interest rate. As the interest rate goes higher and higher, more buyers that's previously been qualified based on their income with conventional lenders, now they're priced out. So they cannot qualify for houses that they want to buy. So now they need to figure out, are they renting? Do they need to sell their existing home? So there are many other factors that need to be considered. And on the seller side, they feel the market is cooling. So that obviously puts pressure because sellers see the listing is more in the market and they are priced. You can see a lot of price reductions because sellers feel that, they don't know where we're heading. So if somebody is planning to sell the house, they want to make sure that they're not getting stuck and they don't need to reduce price more. So they reduce now to sell it. So all those elements obviously create a little bit of a kind of a perfect storm. And this is why I think it's a very good idea that you join this broadcast, because you will see that there are some options, there are some solutions to help you even under that market situation to continue and grow your business. So a little bit about, if you're new to BuyHouseEZ, new to BuyHouseEZ financing, just a little bit of a high level, what are we doing, who we are. Really, this is, that slide really encapsulates everything that you need to know as far as the company and the product. So if that's something that makes sense for you in today's market, with the clients that you serve, in the markets that you operate, this could be a great opportunity. So let me just go over it, because every piece of information here is important. BuyHouseEZ Home Loan is a nationally licensed lender with local presence, an equal housing lender working with realtors to help long-time renters become homeowners when they do not qualify for conventional lending. So that's where we come in. First of all, we always talk to clients and ask them, oops, just a second, I can fix my mic here. So just a moment, technical difficulties here. Okay. So most buyers, actually, when they want to buy, they go to conventional lenders. But as I explained earlier, the fact that the interest rate going up and the fact that many buyers do not qualify with conventional lending, now they look at alternatives. So one alternative, if they've been renting, they continue to rent. If they own a home, they just don't sell it and stay where they are. But if they need to move, if they are renters and want to become homeowners and they want to get the qualification to qualify with the lender, it could be a problem. So this is where we come in. We help clients that do not qualify for conventional lending. So to qualify, what is it that we're looking for? And I will show you, we have a very quick checklist that you can see, and you can share it with your clients. So basically, we do not look at credit, meaning low credit or no credit, we accept it. Customer can have a tax ID or ITIN. That means they can be foreign nationals or people that they don't have a resident status in the US, or they don't have Social Security. They need to have a 10% down payment towards a house. They need to show 2 years of work history, good rent history, and file the last 2 years of taxes. The program is not a rent to own, and the terms include the addition of a risk factor fee to the cash price of the house, no prepayment penalties. And I'll dive deeper so you can better understand each and every item here, but this is really high level to show you if this program makes sense or not. Now, here is a 90-second pre-qualification checklist. If you think that you might have a client now, or if you're looking to expand and grow your business and see if you can serve and help communities and clients that might qualify for such a program, here is what you need to do. Don't send them to our website and say, hey, just go and apply with that lender, because this is not the best thing to do. The more you understand about the program, it will help you figure out and save you a lot of time to see if that is a good program for your client. So first of all, we recommend to go to the website, but not to the application. Just there is the calculator. Just run some numbers. Okay, you will see right away we have a payment calculator, and you can see what is the down payment that you need to bring and what will be a monthly payment. And then you ask yourself, ask your client, does this make sense? So people today, if you're paying today $1,000, $1,200 for a rent, and now you run the numbers, you say, I want to buy such and such house. You run the numbers and you see, okay, with the BuyHouseEZ home loan program, my monthly payment is going to be $2,000 or $2,500. Does this make sense? Can I make those payments? So leave aside everything else. I mean, just this one right there will tell you. So this is just one direction. Then there are a few questions. It's very simple. It's a yes/no question to understand, again, if the program makes sense. Are you struggling to qualify for a conventional loan? Right? If people can qualify with conventional, we always recommend that they should start there. Conventional loan is a lower interest rate, even though the rates go high and high, and it's a lower down payment. Our program is people that struggle with conventional loans, so they already know that they decline. That's where we come in. Do you have 2 years of work history? Do you have a perfect rent history? Have you filed your taxes? And if you have down payment? So those are all key questions. And if somebody might not have a good, he does not have a current work, or if somebody has some eviction on his back, or didn't file his taxes, it could be a problem as we move forward with the approval for you to become an approved lender, an approved borrower. Sorry. Do we have any questions so far, Benjamin or Lorena?
I just want to say that we have the promotion right now of the risk factor fee.
Yes, I'm going to talk about it.
Fee,
I'm
yes.
going to talk about it. It's coming up. Yes, perfect.
Yeah.
Next thing is gauge expectations. So as an agent, you always do like an interview and you talk with your client, right? What is the price range the client is looking for? Where do you want to buy? How many bedrooms? How many bathrooms? I mean, of course, you have to know all those preferences. As a buyer agent, you need to put them on kind of a list to show them what's available inventory for the houses that they're interested in. And all that is even before they have any type of, whether it's from conventional lenders that they give you a pre-approval letter, or through our process that I will explain how that works. It's a little bit different. But this is just to talk and have this information from your client. And then how much do they plan to pay monthly? Again, this is somewhat related to the first item, which you can go to the payment calculator on our website and immediately figure out if the number makes sense. So we've seen, and based on experience, we've seen that it's going to be quite a jump. If somebody's paying 1,000 and jump to 2,000 or 2,500, it's going to be quite a jump, and people usually don't do those type of jumps. They are looking at much smaller increases from moving from a renter to a homeowner, because obviously you've got additional payments as a homeowner that you don't have as a renter. And one more sentence here on this 90-second pre-qualification checklist. Annual combined household income should be, and it can be done also with a co-borrower. So when we talk about combined household income, it's not necessarily only the applicant. Sometimes we can accept 2, 3, even 4 co-borrowers together on one loan application. But the number should be around 40 to 50 if they want to get approval for a home which is 100 to between 80 to 100. So this is just to give some perspective. And I know many of you here on the call might be working with clients that are looking to buy $300,000, $400,000 houses, which is fine. The only thing is that our program, because it's a private money, and it's more geared toward affordable housing, first-time home buyers, starter homes. So that's where the program fits the best. We do have ability to help more expensive homes, but this is really on a case-by-case basis.
I just wanted to add something. When a client wants to add a co-borrower, they can in a year and a half or 2 years ask to BuyHouseEZ to take away that co-borrower if they are paying or the monthly payments and they are doing everything like correct and they are paying on time and everything. They can ask in 2 years to
move the co-borrower.
Exactly, move the co-borrower. Yeah,
that's a very good. Yeah, it's a very good point. What it means is that when somebody initially applies to get the help and become a borrower, and they have on the loan application they have another applicant or more, that's something just for the approval. And then as we progress throughout the years, and there's some things change, there is a way to change those co-borrowers as long as they've been making their payments. So that's a very good point. Thank you, Lorena. So let's proceed. BuyHouseEZ is a private lender. Like I mentioned, it's providing a platform where investors lend to home buyers. So this is a model. Basically, BuyHouseEZ is like a bank, but unlike a bank that gets its money sometimes from institutional lenders, here we get the funds from investors, and that's a little bit of a different scenario. So the way we work is that the investor buy the house with cash, and on the same day, we sell the house to the home buyer on a loan. So basically, with the help of investors' funding, we are able to buy those properties for cash, and then we are able to give those loans to the home buyers. Those home buyers that the bank did not give them a loan. So this is where we come in, and this is how we can help clients that previously nobody else could help. It's important to understand here down below, there is a disclaimer explaining that basically the company, the corporate name is BuyHouseEZ, doing business as BuyHouseEZ. So BuyHouseEZ, that's a trade name. It's like a program name for people that are looking to buy and to work with such a program. But when there is a transaction going on, the entity that is responsible for the purchase is going to be BuyHouseEZ and BuyHouseEZ Asset Management. And those are NMLS license numbers. If somebody needs to do a check, like I said, this is BuyHouseEZ, and BuyHouseEZ is a private lender, but it's a licensed lender, an equal housing opportunity lender. So where we are operating, so this is fairly new, we've been, right now we operate actually in 8 states, but you see here only 7. Indiana, that's the home base. We are licensed in Texas, in Georgia, New Mexico, Colorado, Michigan, and also Tennessee now. And we also have a license to Missouri. We will be informing our community next week. But all those markets, actually, the entire state, we can operate and we can help clients that needs our services in those states. If you, on the call here, if you operate, if you are a licensed agent in other states, just let us know, and we can tell you when we're going to become licensed in those states. But there is a roadmap, and we have to be, actually, we are applying with the local banking regulator in every state, and it's a process. And just like the big banks, we are subject to all those rules because as a licensed lender. So that's why it's not as easy as, you go to a store and you get a license. There is a process and it takes time. Some states it's easy, some states it's more complex. But that's where we are right now, and we can do business, we can do loans in all of those states that you see here. Like I said, BuyHouseEZ is a licensed and equal housing lender. Typical qualified clients. So again, if you think who are those clients that our program can help, here are some tips from experience from hundreds of transactions that we've done. So normally or usually those are people that are long-term renters. They want to become homeowners. They can show work and rent and tax payment history. They struggle to qualify for a mortgage. There could be many reasons why somebody is in that situation, that they are just not able to get a conventional loan. People have, like we mentioned, there's a credit situation, there's a immigration situation, people that are self-employed, maybe somebody had some bankruptcy in his past. There could be many reasons, and this is where we can come in, and you as an agent listening to this broadcast, think about clients that maybe or maybe in the past you couldn't help because you didn't know that there was a program that helps them. So again, people that have less than perfect financial past, they have no access to credit. Maybe they just don't believe in the credit system. Some people, some clients, they don't work with credit score. They don't take loans. They buy all in cash. So they don't have a FICO score, and they're just because of that, they have work, money, pay, taxes. They just don't have a FICO score, so conventional lenders cannot help them. So people that want to buy and move in, meaning the program is not for investors. It's like what we call owner occupants. They are going to be the end users. It's not for an investor that want to increase his rental portfolio. And people that they have savings, basically ability to make at least 10% down payment. And many of our clients actually have more than 10% down payment because they want to keep the loan for a short period of time and get a shorter loan to begin with. So this is kind of, they look at it as a bridge to become homeowners fast. Again, people that are ITIN, individual tax ID number, it's also called tax ID, foreign national, self-employed, no credit, no FICO, affordable starter homes. It's important to know, like I mentioned earlier, that loan amounts range between 80 to 350K. Those are the ranges. Most of them are between 150 and 200. and those are move-in ready homes. So it's not homes that you need to renovate. It's not like a vacant homes that you need to invest a lot of money to completely remodel. It's houses that if there is some work, it should be very little work just to make sure that it can be move-in ready, but definitely not some serious remodeling. BuyHouseEZ is not a rent-to-own program. Okay, many clients and many agents reach out to us and they think that we're some kind of a rent-to-own program, because many times when they apply with the conventional lenders and they don't qualify, they think, what's the best thing that I can do if I still want to become a homeowner? So then they find all kind of programs that are called rent-to-own, lease purchase, lease with an option to purchase, all kind of things that eventually down the road will help them to become homeowners. But just important distinction here. So first of all, we're not a rent-to-own, and let me just kind of give you some more details. And there is also we have a bilingual infographic that explain exactly the benefits and pros and cons of own versus rent, and also you can figure out for yourself and for your client. So with rent-to-own, it's important to understand that it's basically a landlord-renter relationship. The rent-to-own company buy the property for you, and then the assumption is that within 1, 2, 3 years, you will be able to fix your credit pretty much to become a conventional loan qualified already. So then 3 years goes by, you go to the bank, you get a loan, and you complete the transaction that you started, meaning now you become a homeowner. But unfortunately, the reality is that less than 40%, and the numbers is even worse actually, but it's less than 40% of people can actually become a bank or conventional loans ready after those 3 years goes by, because you've got life goes in the way, and sometimes you don't have the savings that you need. Sometimes you didn't do what you were supposed to do because initially you had some credit problems and now you didn't fix your credit problems. So you go to the conventional lenders and they tell you, hey, you still not qualify. I still cannot help you. So just from your perspective as a rent-to-own client, you just spent 2 or 3 more years and you are in the same situation. I mean, you just change your landlord pretty much from another landlord. This rent-to-own company is your landlord, but you didn't change your situation. You continue to be a renter. And with BuyHouseEZ, basically what happened is that the homeowners, you are a homeowner from day one. We do what's called a double closing. If you don't know this, I can explain afterwards, but essentially it's 2 separate settlement, 2 separate transactions, all happening at the title company at the same day. BuyHouseEZ buy the house for cash from the seller. We're adding the risk factor fee, and then we sell the house on a loan to your client, to the buyer. So the buyer basically become a borrower now. So it's a lender-borrower relationship, just like a bank. So that's a big difference between rent-to-own companies, and also explain why we are not rent-to-own company. A little bit of a deeper dive, rent versus buy. So with rent, you are faced rising rental cost, and we've seen it over the past several years, especially as there was a low inventory, so rent was going up and up. There are no financial benefit as a renter, so you cannot claim for when you pay taxes, you cannot claim the interest on your loan because there is no loan, and there's no homestead exemption and no other benefits. So that actually limits your ability to save. There is no, you are really dependent on your landlord, and you cannot put anything aside. You don't build equity. You don't enjoy any appreciation of a housing market as that homeowners enjoy. When you buy, you stabilize your housing costs, so the monthly payment is low. The loan is a fully amortized loan. You own an asset, and that you've seen what happened in the real estate market over the past several years. The house appreciates. When you make the payment, you add your equity, because every payment that you make goes towards your principal pay down. So you have more equity in your home. You grow your net worth. And some more information here, by the way, if you want to see, there is this bilingual infographic. It tells you a little bit. You can look at it, and you can also share it with your clients. So that's available for you for free. Now, agents there's some more information for you that explain a little bit about the program. And you will see there's actually we have a new section on our website, either the English website or the Spanish website. You're welcome to go and visit and join there. You will see all the information that you need, all the resources that you need. High level is those are the points you can see how we can help you grow your business. So it's a cash closing, you earn a full commission, and you can grow your business because you're tapping into an area where nobody else is helping. So it's like really it's a very little competition in that space, because most of the clients are looking at conventional, and if they don't qualify with conventional, they either continue to rent or looking for some rent to own options, things like that. We are not competing with any of that. So, and of course, you're helping your community. I mean, if people want to become homeowners, you're able to offer them a program that helps them reach that goal. So some questions that agents ask us, do we pay to join your program, or how much do you charge for leads? Okay, we don't charge for leads. There's no cost to join the program, and we don't charge for leads. It's a regular, I mean, we get leads, people reach to us, we can help you with your marketing to reach out leads yourself, or if leads are reaching out to us and they're looking for an agent, and you're operating in the market where we have a potential client, we'll be happy to tell the lead, hey, that agent can help you. Obviously, we cannot force, we cannot steer clients to work with specific agents, but if it's an agent that's been working with us and knows how the program works, many times it's a plus, because you talk to the client and you tell them, hey, yeah, I've done some transactions. It's an excellent program. If you can qualify with that program, I can help you to find a house. Yes. Mm-hmm.
So we have a question here on Facebook that it says, do the monthly payments include taxes and insurance?
Yes, the monthly payment, you can answer monthly payment is PITI. It's a fully amortized loan. PITI means it's a principal, interest, taxes, and insurance. So we are helping you just like with the bank, because when we give you the loan, we also you are the homeowner, but just like with the bank, I mean, the asset, it's like it's a security. We have an investor that bought the house, so we want to be sure that you are also making the tax payment and that you've got an insurance on the house. So if God forbid something happens, there's insurance. So that's why we build that escrow of taxes and insurance through your monthly payment, just like at a bank. And then when the tax time comes, we have where to pay. When the annual insurance comes and you have to pay, we have that funds, because we help you save throughout your monthly payment. Any more questions?
That's the only one that we have so far.
Okay, so let's continue. So here you can scan, just point your mobile device, you can scan that QR code, or you can just go to our website /agents, and this is the English one. We also have the same one in Spanish. You will see all the information that you need as far as about the program, about the how we can help you if you want to join. And Lorena, which is on the line here, she will receive your registration, and then we can talk after to dive a little bit deeper to figure out in what is the market, where do you operate, and how together we can help clients in your area.
Even if you're interested in be part of our agents program, you can even send me through this chat a phone number, and I will call you later when we finish the webinar, and explain all the program again and answer all the questions, and of course add them to a program.
Perfect. Thank you, Lorena. Okay.
So we have one more question on the Q&A in the chat here.
Yeah.
Does the title require certain seasoning period?
Required? I'm sorry.
Does the title require certain season period?
Title? No, we don't.
You can read it on the Q&A as well.
Seasoning, I don't really. I mean, I don't understand. Sometimes I know with conventional lenders, funds, when you show funds, you need to show some seasoning of the funds that they've been with your account like 30, 60 days. But title, we work with titles. We work with title companies, so they do all the title check. The houses get title insurance, so there is no everything is with the licensed professional. So I don't know about seasoning for title, but for sure, as part of the purchase, it's just like a regular purchase that an agent is making. You make a purchase and sell agreement, and during the window, in our case, because it's a cash purchase, we have a 14 business day window. You do all that title work and title check and title insurance and all that. That's exactly the time you need in order to be sure that the property that we're purchasing is as a clean title, a marketable title, so to speak, that you can actually purchase. And there is no other restrictions or problems on the title that's going to prevent or cause some problems down the road to the future home buyer. Because remember, we buy the house first. So we want to be sure that the house that we purchase that there's a clean title to purchase it and no potential problems. So hopefully that answers the question. So there are three steps, basically very simple. Get your client approved. And the way to do it is, unlike conventional lenders, those are the tools that you need to know. 90-second pre-qualification, which we've seen a few slides back. That's very simple. Those the calculator and a few simple questions just to help you when you talk to prospective client to figure out if that program makes sense. And if you feel it does make sense, then we have the process, what we call this a reverse underwriting. There is an application to fill up. It's a very short, free application, some documents to submit, and then we review it. Within 3 to 5 businesses, we give you a confirmation letter. It's not a pre-approval letter like conventional lenders. It's a confirmation letter, and everything is on that confirmation letter. The client receive it. You as the agent representing the client receive it. It tells you exactly, hey, we've reviewed your application. This is how much of a house, how much money we can buy the house for you. So you know as an agent, okay, now we are ready to shop because it's going to be a cash purchase, and you can look at houses that are within that budget. And everything is written on that confirmation letter. And like I said, there is no, yes. Mm-hmm.
Sorry, it's just that we have another question. Vivian Line says, I think they are wanting to know, do you have a time period to wait after purchasing if you want to sell home?
No, there is no limit. You can, look, we're talking about owner-occupant, okay? So it's not for investment and speculation. So it's not somebody buys the house and sell the house or flipping it, right? When you work with end users, with clients, people move into the house, so they live in the house, right? They don't live in the house a month or 3 or 5 months, right? They live there a year, 2 years, 3 years. So people move in to live in the house. That's the main reason why this program was, came about. So, if life situation changed, that's completely something else. But for the most part, people buy the house to move there, to live there, right? So hopefully this answers. But there are no restriction, no limitation. I mean, if you are qualified and you buy the house and you move in there, theoretically speaking, week after you can sell it and repay your loan and move out. There is no restriction. You're not limited. So hopefully that answered the question. And if there's some more questions specific to that, we can talk afterwards so I can better understand if I'm addressing the point. Still on point number 1 here, this is very, very simple, and it's important to understand the 90-second pre-qualification and the reverse underwriting. That actually, once you have a client with a confirmation letter, he's basically a cash buyer, because it means that BuyHouseEZ will come and buy the house for cash from the seller. And this one, from your perspective as an agent, as a buyer agent, it's a cash purchase. Then you work with the client to find a home. You shop according to the confirmation letter, and then it's a cash offer. So that means it's speed. It's 14 business days to close. So here's some information. If you want to get in touch, you can send email to info@onlyz. We have Facebook, Instagram. We also have a YouTube channel. The toll-free number. Our agents are bilingual. They can talk to the agent, to real estate agents, and also with clients. If you have clients, you can refer them to us. So you continue to be the realtor and talk about the houses, and we as a lender talk about the financial aspect of approving a loan. That's my contact information in case you want to get in touch, my mobile number and my email. And like I said, everything will be, everything is recorded, and it's going to be also on Facebook. And I'll also send you that webinar and the presentation so you can review it afterwards. Do we have any more questions?
No, we don't. But we have two thank yous for answer both questions, one from Ebony and one from Vivian. So thank you very much to you too.
Thank you. Thank you. You're welcome. All right. Anything else? Or I think we can wrap up. Well, if there is nothing else, guys, so really enjoy the rest of Thursday, and have a great weekend. And reach out to us. We can help you. Look at us as, plan B, so to speak. In case your client do not qualify for conventional loans, we might be able to help them. So that's another tool in your toolbox to help clients, to serve communities, and grow your business. So good luck, and we are here to help you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye. Have a good afternoon all.
Bye-bye.